change is here, y'all. The change is here. This is the day, Judgment Day. Hiya to the tribes and visitors. This is TAIFA World Ministry. And, you know, there's good and evil in the world. And how do you measure good and evil? In other words, how can you tell who's good and who's evil? Unfortunately, ignorance is no excuse. So that means if you're ignorant of something, you are classified as evil because you have a duty to know. That's why the law says ignorance of the law is no excuse. If you don't know the law, you can't follow it. So by not following the law, doesn't matter the reason, then you are an outlaw or evil. Y'all follow that? So if the numbers are correct, if 65 million people voted for something that was bad for the country, and 80 voted for something that was good for the country, it's easy to see. The people who voted for the good, they were knowledgeable people. They were the lawful people. And that's the way it's always been. Good always outnumbered evil. What I got a problem with is that too many people go along to get along. Okay, let me elaborate. There's been evil against minorities ever since these countries have existed. And the only people who really can stop it overnight are the majority. All they have to do is say, look, we're not going to put up with this no more. Stop this injustice. Stop it. And it'll stop. But these people lack backbone. This is a majority. They lack backbone. As long as they got their piece of the pie, they don't want anything to threaten their money. So they go along with the program. They're going to be the biggest losers. Give you a good example. Reason why I didn't participate in those sit-ins in the 60s, because I didn't see that as our fight. We already had businesses. This is something they don't tell you about. We already had our businesses, our restaurants. We had everything we needed. This was a military maneuver to get you to leave what was yours, to force yourself on somebody else who by nature will reject you. And they should. Because you had yours and you give it up to take theirs? Who does that? Now, if it was just people doing this protest, which I said was pretty, I don't agree with it. But when somebody threw some hot coffee on a tribal member, one of their own should be the one to put them in check. You see? If you call yourself a minority, and if you got to defend yourself, you living in an unjust environment. Only way this could be a just country is when the majority comes to the defense of the minority. I haven't seen in my lifetime. I don't think it'll happen. But let's see what this new administration does. There's a lot of talk and hype, but let's see what it does. It can change the attitude against people overnight. And we needed somebody who's independently wealthy because most people don't go against the ones who feed them. It can cause millions of people to lose their life because they're going to follow policy. They're going to follow the law, which are unjust laws, and cause people to lose their life. You are nothing but scum. Okay, you got to see my face? Yeah. Try to hide. I'm trying to hide over here, but the universe say no. They need to see you. Make sure you're not a robot. I'm glad to see this day. There's never been a day like it in my life. But I can appreciate it because I knew what it was like before the civil rights debauchery. That's what I call civil rights, a debauchery. Because you had a group of people who had everything they needed as a nation. Just needed to build upon it, but then you infiltrate them, these Negroes, it wasn't white folks. You infiltrate these colored people, you infiltrate them and get them to believe what they have is worthless. And we had the best schools, the best teachers. Our children was bright, but we've sold a bad bill of goods. Yeah, our buildings may have been not as new, didn't have all the updated books, but that was our problem. That wasn't their problem. That's something we had to work through and change. Because that's what free people do. Free people change their own circumstance. But the minute someone else comes in to assist you, they become your master. They bring you the books, then they tell you what books to use. They buy the building, then they tell you how long you're going to pay for it, or raise the cost of the taxes, so you never pay for it. But these problems wouldn't exist if you have your own. See, having your own is a responsibility. It's hard, but the rewards are so great. The greatest reward is nobody telling you what to do. Man, that's wonderful. Unfortunately, most of the tribes want to be told what to do. Yes, if you got a job, you love being told what to do. If you're an entrepreneur, you hate being told what to do. You figure you have enough intelligence to do. You have enough intelligence to do what you need to do. So what? You ban my videos. It's not going to change anything. I'm not going to stop recording because you banning the videos. Because things are always changing in the background. And there's always righteousness working for us. And if you're wrong, you never win. You may have a perception that you're winning, but you can't because the law of the universe says that right wins always. Now, it may not seem like it for a while, but just like the earth goes around in a circle, change is always taking place. So I'm not losing hope because people are not participating. I'm not giving up because my videos are being shadow banned. It makes me more determined. It shows you how righteous my cause is. But this is a great day for those who actually see what's going on. Most of you, if you're under 30, you have no idea what's going on. You think this a madman, and you hate him because you don't understand him. But we grew up at the same time, so I know him. I don't understand him. Oh, I gotta go. I got some on the stove.